I'm always the first to grab a bargain, but the moment I sit down in a cheap massage chair that promises deep tissue relief and then feels more like a vibrating bench, I remember why I'm a little more cautious with these big-ticket items. The regret of spending a few $100s on a piece of furniture that never lives up to the hype is something a lot of us have felt. That's why I wanted to see if the Infinity Restora actually feels like a smarter buy, or if it's just another pretty priced promise. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. The first thing that stood out when I started looking into the Restora was the fact that it's designed in Japan. That doesn't automatically make a chair better, but it does tell you the company is leaning on a design philosophy that values precision and ergonomics. In the world of home-use massage chairs, you're usually choosing between a budget model that uses generic rollers and a premium model that tries to map your body. The Restora claims to do the latter with its TrueFit body scanning system, which, according to the specs, runs a quick scan when you first sit down and then tailors the massage points to your shape. I actually set up the chair in a small office corner after a day of back-to-back Zoom meetings. The first thing I noticed was how the remote feels more like a tablet than a typical button-heavy controller. The color menu-driven interface lets you pick a program and watch a little visual cue that shows which area the chair is focusing on. It's not a gimmick, it helps you understand what's happening without guessing. The 5 auto programs cover a range of needs: a gentle relax cycle for winding down, a more intense deep mode for sore muscles, a stretch routine that incorporates the rocking motion, a focus setting that keeps the lumbar area engaged, and an energy boost that adds a quick burst of vibration. I tried the stretch program after a long run, and the rocking mode actually helped loosen my hips without me having to get up and stretch on my own. One of the practical strengths of the Restora is the power recline function. Most chairs in this price bracket let you tilt a few degrees, but this model uses a motor that slides the backrest smoothly from upright to a near horizontal position. I used it while reading a book, and the transition was quiet enough that I didn't feel any jolts. The Recline also works well with the manual massage mode, where you can pick specific zones and adjust intensity on the fly. For anyone who wants a set-it-and-forget-it experience, the auto programs are a solid option. For those who like to fine-tune, the manual controls give you that flexibility without getting lost in a sea of buttons. Now, the weaknesses are more about the hidden trade-offs than outright defects. The chair is made of white oak, which looks sleek but can show scratches more readily than darker finishes. If you have kids or pets that might bump into it, you'll want to keep an eye on the surface. Another point is the size. The Restora is a full-size chair with a fairly deep seat, so it fits well in a dedicated relaxation nook, but it can feel cramped in a standard apartment living room. The Power Recline, while smooth, does require a reliable power outlet nearby, and the unit draws enough electricity that you'll notice it on a tight energy budget. Who should consider buying the Infinity Restora? If you spend a lot of time at a desk, drive long distances, or just enjoy a regular thumb massage without booking appointments, this chair gives you a decent range of programs that can be personalized without needing a technician to set it up. The TrueFit scanning is especially handy for people who have never owned a massage chair before because it eliminates the guesswork of adjusting rollers manually. It also makes sense for anyone who values a quiet, motor-driven recline that can double as a comfortable reading spot. On the flip side, if you're looking for a high-intensity sports recovery tool that mimics a professional therapist's hands, the Restora's rollers are more about general relaxation than deep, targeted tissue work. The 5 auto programs cover the basics, but they don't replace a specialized therapy session. Also, if you live in a small studio or share a room, the chair's footprint might be a deal-breaker. And if you're very particular about surface durability, you may want to consider a darker veneer or a protective cover. One thing that often goes unmentioned in spec sheets is the learning curve. The first time I sat down, the body scan took about 30 seconds, and the remote displayed a quick tutorial that walked me through selecting a program. After that, it became second nature. The learning curve is not steep, but it's there, so give yourself a minute to let the chair map your body before you start the actual massage. Skipping that step can result in the rollers focusing on the wrong spot, which feels odd rather.